Okay, so welcome everybody, and I'm going to share my screen. I think most of you know who I am. You're probably on my email list, but I'm Kelly Crawford, and I am so excited to talk about this business because I just got through watching a few more. I haven't even gone through all my training, guys, by the way.
Mm.
And I just got through watching a video and realized there's a whole type of income stream that I could be doing right now with no additional work that I'm not doing. And so now I'm like, I'm super excited to share all the different things. But I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go, where's whole screen? Entire screen. Okay. I have just a really quick walkthrough I want to show you with digital marketing, what digital marketing is. For those of you who are already in, sorry about it, but digital marketing is, I do believe, the hottest beginner-friendly business, and specifically this type of business model that I'm going to share with you tonight. So who's it for, what you'll learn. Let me move this out of the way. It's the most simple path that's allowing beginners to get started. So this is a great beginner-friendly business, the specific model I'm sharing with you. I'm not going to read through all of this, but you know, this second one right here, you may feel like this opportunity is a million miles away. That's how I felt for so long. I had looked for ways to make money online for so many years, and I saw other people doing it and having success, and I wasn't, and it felt really out of reach for me. So if you want financial freedom and time with family, and you know there's a better way, I'm going to be sharing that with you. So just a little quick story, and I don't know, again, most of you may know my story, but when I came home to homeschool, we have 11 kids and I was homeschooling. We did not have the income. It's actually probably crazy. The Lord was so faithful to provide for us, and we took a huge um, risk. I don't know if you call it a risk, a gamble, but it did not make sense on paper. Let me just say that. And so I had to become the queen of pinching pennies. And I got into a mindset of I'm just going to stretch every dollar my husband makes and we're going to make it work. And so while that was a really great and necessary thing to happen, it stunted my ability. It caused a mind shift. And that was I don't have any money to spend to make money. And so for all of the years that I spent trying to find a way to make money, the one thing I wouldn't do was spend any. I knew the information was out there to be had. I knew you could piece it together. I knew there were enormous ways of making money online. I had seen it happen. I had friends that were making crazy money in the digital marketing space, but I couldn't justify spending the money. And so for me, um, I would spend up maybe 100 at a time, and I would feel like, okay, I'm going to hire this coach on Fiverr, and he's going to tell me how to make money online. And what I end up doing was overwhelming myself, because the truth is there is enough information out there that you can piece together and you can figure this thing out on your own. But doing that it's overwhelming. You're going to get information overload. There's so many things that are going to happen. So that's what happened to me. But moving on down, I'm going to give a brief overview of just how this business model works. I'm going to tell you how you can have a business where 80% of the work is already done. And right here, let me see, move to this next slide. You're going to learn how to leverage an advantage that every beginner has. I'm going to tell you about that. Now, it is not a make money, get rich quick thing. Now, I did make money quickly. I won't lie about that. I had a following, and that's how I did it. But anyone can do it, and I'm going to show you exactly how in the next few slides. I'm going to skip over to this. So, digital products are any kind of information that you can consume without having to, ship and hold a real product. So ebooks, courses, music that you download, photos. We consume digital products all the time. And this is becoming a huge industry. People love instant information, and that's what makes digital products so popular right now. So this little I'm going to tell you about this slideshow in a minute, by the way, to demonstrate some of what we're talking about with the program. But if you learn the most in-demand skills, there's no limit to what you can do. So the easiest way to help you get started with this, step one, find a done-for-you digital product that is in high demand. And that's what our program is. It's high demand. Learn the product. It's step two. You have to know what you have to be able to market it. And then number three, you recommend that product to other people. Now, this is where I want to stop and talk about. I get asked a lot, what is it you're selling? What is the product? Legacy Builders is the product that I sell. It gave me resale rights. But you have to understand what it is. It's a program, it's an education that is so robust. I can't believe they charge so little for it. Can I get one of you ladies that are in the program just to chime in for a minute and talk about all the value of the program? Anyone?
Lindsay, you're muted.
There, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. It, I will say the education that you get is truly incredible. And I know that people say that all the time in the program, but it really is that you learn how, like, I didn't realize that I was kind of afraid of social media until I started this program. And so they teach you from the bottom up how to have a presence on social media. And once I started practicing on TikTok, like I didn't have social media before even starting this. Now I have my own YouTube channel. I started my brother's YouTube channel. I mean, it's like, what's next? What can I do next? So it helps to take away that fear that people may have of, okay, I want to make money online, but how do I even start? Just like you said, where do I go? And I haven't watched all the courses either. There's a whole course on Canva training that I want to learn. I mean, it's just, there's so much there at your fingertips. And I haven't even delved into half of it yet. So there's just a lot all of you can learn. And Kelly, I know that you've said too that you believe that homeschoolers should do this. And I'm right there with you because this is the future and this is a foundational element that people can begin, and especially students, this process that will launch them into whatever they want to do in the digital world, because our world is so digital that this is just a huge launching pad for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what, so a lot of people have this misconception because it has resale rights. People think, so you're just buying a course to sell a course. No, you're buying a huge education. So I've listed a few things here. These are just a few things, a few of the modules that are inside. Can everybody see that? If you're on a phone, can you read what's on the screen? All the things, these are just a small fraction of what it teaches. Here are the people who buy Legacy. Some people buy Legacy because they want to resell the course. They don't want to do any work. They don't want to build a product. They don't want to build another business. They just want a fast, simple way. And that's why a lot of people do promote Legacy right out of the gate. That's how I've made over $112,000 now. Since tomorrow is my anniversary, by the way. However, there's a whole group of people that they have no interest in reselling this program. They have a business already, and they need to learn how to market themselves on social media, and they don't know how. It teaches you that. So then there's a third group of people. They're more entrepreneurial. They have ideas for creating their own products or creating their own channels or creating their own whatever. They just need guidance and don't know how to do it. It teaches you that. So anything that you can think of that you want to sell or do in the online space, this is a thorough training for all of that. On top of the training, the fact that we get live coaching makes the price unbelievable. If you've ever tried to find a coach, if you ever gone and searched, I've searched for a business coach. They range from $5,000 to $50,000 to get access to millionaire coaches. So, it's almost like we get our coach for free because you're getting all the training in the program. You're getting resale rights to the training in the program, and you have access to the coach. And as you learn more and more and more, they give you multiple ways, multiple streams of income. So let me just give you an example. School communities are a huge thing right now. It's where people love to create their own community built around a passion that they have, okay? This template that you're looking at, let me go to the next one. This template that you're looking at came from, I follow a guy named Brian Brewer, some of you know. He has his own community and he charges $97 to be a member. Inside that community, we get a lot of free things. I got this template for free. I just edited it. He has 192 members, I think. That's right. So 192 times 97 a month. Just from his membership alone, he makes over $200,000 a year. That doesn't include anything he sells inside, which I've bought. And so that's the kind of thing that you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to layer, layer, layer. But you don't even have to do that. If you just want to promote this program, that can be your business. So there are so many options. So go skipping on to, he says here, affiliate marketing, master resale rights are literally the most common ways people are making money online. And can I stop and say this? When I post on social media, if I do, that I've made over 100,000 in less than a year, people immediately think that that's too good to be true. Drop a comment if you've thought that, if it sounds gimmicky. Here's the reality. I'm content with that. I make a lot more money than some people in this space are making right now. That only means that I'm a little better than that. They are where they are right now, but I'm not nearly as good as where the people making this 100,000 a month are. The reality is there's no limit once you've mastered online income and figured out digital marketing and you've tapped in. And so we're all in different stages, but I saw a 24-year-old guy talking this morning. He makes 100,000 like in a week. He has a YouTube channel and he figured out how to monetize it. And it's just crazy. So all that to say, so here we know that to have a brick and mortar business back before the internet, this is how we did business. And it costs a lot of money. And then after you got your brick and mortar business, you had to run ads to get people to know about your business. And you were limited to local people. This is why it's so easy to make lucrative income. You have a 5 billion person marketplace, right? Our storefront. We can reach millions of people, and they teach you exactly how to do that inside Legacy. So to get started, you're basically going to pay your program fee. It's a $39 website fee. You're going to get a free system IO, and then you're in business because they have a sales funnel already done for you. The products that if you want to promote Legacy Builder, that's what you want to do. The website's already done. You will click a button. You do have to do a setup to your domain, connect your domain and your system IO, these two accounts. And they have a walkthrough for the setup. They also have a done for you tech service if that's something you prefer. Once you have that set up, you click a button and it populates your website, your sales funnel, populates your emails that are already written for you. And you're ready to start following the training to learn how to promote the business. So you can see here, the traditional business has all of these moving parts. With digital marketing, it's just all about getting in front of people. Now, about that, some people don't like to be on camera. And so there are lots of ways to promote things online. You know this if you consume information online. There is a faceless training inside Legacy Builders. I will say I think it's harder and I think it takes longer, but it's not impossible. And I'll tell you how I know that. I get quite a few customers from just basic text post in Facebook groups. So I know it's possible. Okay, and there's something else I want to talk about. I'm just running through these slides. So for Shanna and those who needed a quick run through, stop right now. And so after I've explained that, do you have specific questions about how resale rights works? Anybody? I'll take a break. Gracie. You thought my Facebook got hacked. I had so many people the first week when I started making money, they were writing me saying, are you sure this is your account? Did you have your, yeah. Okay, Jeanette, are you talking about the copy what? This template?
Yeah, you had that one template up, but that's okay. Someone reminded me that it was recording and I can go back and rewrite it. It was just like what it is. So I just didn't know if you, I know sometimes Michelle has it, and she copies and pastes it in the comment. I just didn't know if you had a way to do that. Just because it's easier than just, rewriting it, but no big deal right now.
So, but the thing you're
Mhm.
talking about rewriting,
it,
it was one
it
of these
was
slides?
it was that beginning slide. Yeah,
Like
it's
what all
okay
it
though.
offers. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What everything is. Yeah.
yeah. And if you want to write me, is it that slide?
Oh, that one. That one right there, number
If
10.
you want to write me after the live,
Email
I
you?
can
Okay.
yeah, I can copy and paste and send it to you that way.
Yeah, I have some other questions that I privately messaged you as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So I want to talk about just a minute back to what I was talking about when I first found Legacy Builder. Okay, first of all, I told you I was in that mindset of I don't have money to spend. We were 3 months behind on our mortgage. I don't know how many people in here know that. Most of you have heard it. We were behind on bills in general. We were behind on our mortgage. I had no idea how I was going to pay for Christmas. We were in a bad place. And I prayed. I asked the Lord because I felt like I had tried literally everything. And when I ran across this link, it was from a random girl on Facebook. I'd never met her, never talked to her. She just reached out and asked me a homeschooling question. And I told her, I went back and read our messages the other day. After I thought about it, watched the video, I told her I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I don't have the money. I'm focused on, I had created a homeschooling course. I'm focused on my course. Anyway, she talked to me a little more and kind of got me off the fence. And here's what got me off the fence. I knew enough about how a sales funnel works and how if you had a digital product that people were looking for, actively searching for, it's not hard to get that in front of them. I knew enough that I knew I could make one sale. One sale makes your money back and it puts you in profit mode. And I will say, they teach you how to connect with people. Most people do not pay a stranger $900 on the internet. I did. And this is what I want you to think about. I paid a stranger $900. I'd never met her, talked to her that really briefly, never got an email from her. All her emails went to my junk folder. So my thinking was I could probably accidentally sell one and make my money back eventually. And after that, I have a complete done for me business. If I never make another sale, at least I tried. At least and so that's my thinking. And then once I got into the program, I'm going to come out of my screen. Oh, no, I want to show you one more thing. Once I got into the program and saw the amazing value and I thought, this is so much bigger. This has everything we need to take any interest you have, create any kind of digital product. Now, is it for everybody? I don't think it is. Can anybody do it? Absolutely. You girls can attest that are in the program. We have people in the program. Some of them were so not tech savvy, they could barely, order from Amazon. I think Amy talks about that. Some of them had never heard of a digital product. Some of them had never had social media, like Lindsay. And so the hand holding that they give you was what just telling you exactly what to do. And you girls, somebody chime in if you think of something that I'm not thinking of in terms of that. So I took a few screenshots today of the, need to move us out of the way. Can y'all read that, or do you want me to read it to you? Thomas says, I've been in the community for a year, and I can tell you it's the best decision I have made to join this, perhaps the best opportunity ever in digital marketing. I've heard people say, people inside the community who have bought up to 5 other programs and didn't have any success. And they've compared Legacy with those and said that Legacy is by far the best, the most coaching, the most mentoring. Jennifer here, I started messy. I had little knowledge of what I was going to do when I started my community. I just felt the tug to do it. I can't believe I've made 4 figures already with less than 200 members. She did a school community. So I don't even know if she's promoting Legacy Builders, but she learned how to create the community, and you can monetize your community by charging a membership. So that's how she's done that. $1,200 Friday. All praise to our Most High. I like the large number of Christians in our community as well. That has been something that I really enjoyed. Legacy Builder is working 3 months and a few days. We sold 900 and 300 on one day. Keep it up, don't stop. And I don't know what that's supposed to be because it's broken. Actually, I do know what it's supposed to be. It's this one. Why is that broken? Oh, well, I can't read it, but she can't read it. She had just made a $600 sale and was talking about it. Anyway, okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, questions, because that's one of the things that I really wanted to be able to get to. I hope that didn't take up too much time, but I wanted to have a good understanding of it. So I'm open for questions. And the ones who are already, Lindsay, Jeanette, Christina, are there any other customers, current customers in here? If you have anything to add that I didn't think about, which is quite possible, just jump in. No questions?
There's no question. It seems like there's no, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like there's no new questions right now, but I just wanted to just give my 2 cents worth, I guess. So I met Kelly. I don't even know how I came across her. But I'm a 58-year-old retired homeschooling mom of 5 kids, and I'm at a totally different phase in my life. And I saw this and I'm like, what the heck is digital marketing? I was one of those, had no idea what it was. I have 2 other businesses, direct sales, which, what direct sales are. And, I've been doing them for years, but I never felt, I was longing for community. And that's one thing that in the digital, I forget the name of the group, but our digital growth community is just amazing. People are just cheering you on. They want you to succeed. It's not cutthroat. And that is one thing that I was, really, I liked that idea, the hand holding. I'm not techie at all. And I set this up 90% on my own. Wow. Funnels and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. And so for me, it's now it came into this new phase of my life with the intent to learn more, to grow deeper and serve others. And I feel like this is the path and I'm new. I think I launched a week ago. And TikTok, never been on it before, never. And now I've got like 250 followers and it's
easy to grow.
Yeah, it is. So.
And I will add too, for people listening. So, the way digital marketing works is you have options. So it's not, you can pick a platform. She recommends you pick one platform. She recommends you start a new account. There are a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't want to do this in front of my friends and family. I don't know. That's why she recommends you start a new account. There's a training inside our community from one of our, Wendy is her name. She started on TikTok and made, I don't know what, like 600,000 there, and then pivoted to YouTube. And she said her sales have 10, I mean, this girl makes $6,000 to $10,000 a day some days. And that's what I was telling you about the scalability. She is a 50-something grandma from Canada. And I really want to pivot to YouTube because it's long form content. People are searching, it's a search engine. And once you create that piece of content, it just works for you for years. So there are options, there are different platforms. You can pick which platform, and there's a training for all of them. And the business model is simply earn while you learn. Again, that's if you want to promote legacy builders. They will teach you how to make money online, even if you don't promote the program. They will teach you how to take your own, if you have your own interests or your own passions, they will teach you how to monetize those. So, yeah, that's just something I want to throw out there.
And then learning one more thing, learning the basic skills of marketing. There's just so much training, and for me, it's in layman terms. It's very basic. It's spelled out nicely, and so they also teach you how to be affiliates in other different ways. And so I could take, do something with my wellness business. I have a nail business. I have a craft business. I could do. It's about making connections and building community, and finding what their needs are. And you get in your little niche, I don't know. So.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Yeah, well, that video I was watching right before the live. So we have a System.io account. That's where our email list is hosted. You can actually get an affiliate link for System.io. And Michelle, our coach, said that she dropped an affiliate link to that account in her email automations. So people who don't even buy legacy builders are going in and signing up for System.io, and her recurring income just from recommending affiliates like that. What did she say it was? 20,000 a month? Is that right? I think so. So she has multiple affiliate links that she doesn't like actively promote those. We're building an email list all the time. That's where you make money. And so lots of people that go into your email list, they'll never buy legacy builders, but you have them then, and you can promote all kinds of other things to them and make recurring income that way. So I love that. And I have not utilized that as much as I should. Also, so I make an average of $5,000 to $10,000 a month. I've had a almost $14,000 month. I've had a $2,000 month, but on average, I'm hovering around $7,000. I don't go live. Going live is what makes people a lot more money, because you know why. This right here is my version of live, and I don't do this a lot. This might be my third or fourth one, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust, and the trust factor goes way up here when you're in a live with somebody. So if I went live, I would probably be making possibly double. I don't know. So keep that in mind too. And you may be one of those people that don't like to go live. A lot of people that are going live every day and making crazy money said they would never go live, but they are, because they teach you how. I think I'm too scatterbrained or something, too popcorn brain.
That's something that was appealing to me too, at the whole thing, because I wanted to be doing something that would keep my 58-year-old brain sharp. But I like to make those connections with people, but I haven't gone live yet. Yeah. I am going to. I have made the goal to, but just having that and stretching myself, I am growing, more personally, in different ways. So there's just so much that comes, with what you're doing. So
you're not the first person. I've had at least 5 or 6 people email me to talk about the personal growth that they've gained from the program. One of my first customers, Michelle, said, if I never resold this program or made my money back, I'm learning so much more that it's
Yeah.
worth so much more than the 900. So, and now they just upgraded or offered an upgrade in the Spanish version, which I just haven't set it up yet. So my customers, if they want to upgrade to Spanish, I've already had 4 upgrades. So I've made, $2,000 because it's a $500 upgrade just from the Spanish upgrade. So now there are 10 streams of income possible just with the resale rights, not counting all the other ways they're going to teach you. So, all right. Anybody else have questions or anybody have questions? I don't think I've
There's
answered.
Jessica asked a question. As a post-business owner and mom of 3 littles, I have very little time and I'm a little nervous on time commitments. Totally get it. I mean, I don't have little ones, but I have had little ones. I understand that, but
Right.
it's only a 3-hour workday.
So they try to get you to do your activities
in 2 hours.
2 to 3. I would say on the time, the thing I love about it is it's so flexible in terms of, okay, so when I first started, it was Christmas time and we were so busy. I would create content on the way to the bathroom at a gathering. That's how, I would just whip my phone out and do like a 1-minute video. So you can do it in a small amount of time. And I will, for example, answer comments when I'm riding in the car, with my husband going to a ball game with, one of our kids' ball games. It's just a real flexible, you can work in snippets of time. You don't have to block out an hour or 2. You don't have to work like that. It can be early in the morning, you do a piece of content, here and there. So that's what I have found. I don't know if anybody else can speak to that. And what else?
Yeah, I haven't sat down for the 2 hours, and my kids are adults now, but I'm still got my job, and then my ADHD brain, which gets me, I got to do this and this. So I was coming back from the doctor's today, and I sat in the parking lot for a few minutes after my appointment, and I created a piece of content, and then I drove home. So it adds up. You just do it here and there. Sometimes I'll be sitting in the bathroom with my phone.
Yep.
So with the little ones, during naps when they're playing, and it's only 2 hours. And the thing that Michelle trains about, which is good, is not to overthink. I am an overthinker. Even Kelly said that I am an overthinker, and I am. And so you just, don't look for perfection with your, my posts, and just trying to do the income producing activities. And if you're doing it more than 3 hours, which is an hour more than she recommends, then you're really overthinking it. You're doing it wrong. So
yeah, I agree. Overthinking it is the hardest part of this business, in my opinion. Becky asked about the play. I will be sending this replay out in an email, Becky. And then Jessica, does it mostly involve creating content? Yes, in some form, but there are many types of content. They tell you exactly how to do it. So for example, Michelle, there's a training on getting Chat GPT. So you can prompt Chat GPT to give you hooks, to give you your whole video script. So you don't even have to think of it. I think most of Michelle's content is created using Chat GPT, from what I can tell. I use Brian, the guy that I mentioned earlier. I use his Chat GPT every single day. I need a video. This is what it's going to be about. Can you help me create a hook? Can you help me do this? And then they give me the script. And so the content itself is easy to create if you follow the training. And like I said, she gives you, even in our training, there's a module that's got 100 hooks, ways to start your video out. So there's lots and lots and lots of help. Nothing that you do, you will have to figure out on your own. Every single task that you have, they tell you what to do and how to do it. Yeah, Jessica, it does help. Any kind of business helps a lot. I keep telling my husband, I want my husband to go through this training because he needs to be on social media so much, and I'm working on him. the few times that he does do it, he gets more customers.
I want to say, Kelly, if I can, ChatGPT is like my best friend right now. And what I just want to say this out loud to all of you guys is, once you begin to use it, it learns your language, it learns how you talk, it learns your story, and you can rebring things up. And anyway, it's the coolest thing ever, and I just don't even know how I could do it without it, to tell you the truth. Because I put stuff in there like how I would say it, and it comes up with something way better that I never even thought of, and I love it, and I'm using it. And I do want to say, I hope you don't mind if I say this, but I am using an avatar from HeyGen to do my videos, and
that's smart.
and I'm building my story and my brand through doing that, and it's really fun. It's a lot of work, but I think it'll be a reward in the end. And anyway, so if any of you are in there and you want to talk to Kelly, and Kelly, you want to contact me, whatever, I'm willing to share, what I have had to do and learned. And I don't know what it'll be like when like you said, going live. I just don't think I will, but I think that I can have two avatars on at the same time. But anyway, and then I have a question. Do any of you know, or do you know, Kelly, if your spouse can sign up under you?
Yes, they can. So you can either share a website, or if he wanted to create his own entire brand,
He does.
all you would need to do is send him the $39 website link. And so he would pay that, and then it would start him through the whole setup like it did you. Isn't that fantastic? So the whole family could have.
So he doesn't have to pay the 900?
No.
Just the website fee?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
I know.
I like that. Yeah,
it's
he's got a
exciting.
really.
We have quite a few couples in the community who some work together and some have their own websites, but you just double your income options,
Yeah, well, he has his own avatar. He's really pretty handsome, actually.
That's so
It
great.
is really fun. Yeah, I think it could be the way that it might go for some people. I would rather have a person talking to me than do a faceless one with just pictures and verbiage. So I went this way. So anyway, it's very, very cool. My avatar is so pretty. Anyway, she looks a little younger than me. but she's got long gray hair like me, and
So is she a talking AI person?
Oh yeah, she talks.
She does your videos for you.
Yeah, she does my videos. I put the script in, and she does my videos for me. It's amazing, really. And then I use Opus Clip. And if my videos, like today I created one and it was 6 minutes, and I did the story on purpose. And I'm sorry, I don't want to keep talking about it, but it was over 6 minutes. And you put it into Opus Clip, and Opus Clip breaks it down into the different videos, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever. And then it rates it with your hooks, with your questions, it rates it. And then it tells you, okay, if you would make this, anyway, it just helps you as you're creating. It's amazing. And I paid, yeah, you pay a subscription, or I paid the yearly fee. But anyway, and then my avatar, I create my avatars and the scripts, and then I upload them. Anyway, it's a whole process, but I think I finally got it. And I think I finally am going to get to launch. I just created 10 created 10 videos today off of a 6-minute video. So, anyway,
so I want you to send that to me. I want you to email that to me when you get off, because I've been looking for
the HeyGen.
I saw somebody who created a video like actually it just took their regular video and made it look super professional, and I was looking for that. But honestly,
Nathan,
social media doesn't want you to look professional anymore, though. So there's that.
Yeah. So I want you to know that I already sent you the link in one of my emails. It's a highlighted. I told you that I just, if you want to go back or whatever, I'm using your same thread so that you don't have to go and try to find me 100 times. and not that I email you 100 times, but it's in there, and you can go into HeyGen and you can look around, and there you can, I believe you can be on there for free, and try it out. And
Okay,
I
thank
created
you.
my own. If you need help with it, yeah. And I can actually put my voice to her, but I haven't done that yet. I'm
Right.
using another voice, but you can use your own voice. So anyway, okay, I'll stop.
For you
But it's
guys,
fun and it's exciting.
for you guys watching, what Jeanette just described, if you didn't understand it, is you can actually have AI create your videos for you, and you don't even have to be in front of a camera, which is insane. Um, so
Gary.
It
Jessica
makes
asked a
me feel
question.
pretty confident. I mean, like I feel really excited and confident. And I want to say something that has to do with what Christine said is that, and I can't remember exactly how it goes, but I want you ladies that are in here to be so proud of yourself for learning stuff that you have never maybe learned before, and how rewarding that is, and just be so proud. I always brag. I'm 67 years old, and I brag to my family, for a 67-year-old woman, I sure know a lot more, than a lot of 67-year-old women. Anyway, just saying, like it's a big deal what we're learning, and we're learning a lot, and it's different from what is out there, and it's amazing, and I love it. So anyway, just wanted to say that, because be proud of yourself, because what you're doing is amazing. What you're learning is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's changing.
Uh,
It's changing so fast out there. And I wanted to say, I just saw Jessica had going back to her question about the creating content. So I am on Facebook, and a friend of mine was making all these amazing reels, and I have Instagram, and I'm like, how do you do this? And my kids know better than I am, and so I was always jealous, kind of like I want to be able to do that. And so, um, don't get too caught up on creating content, because I looked at different people who have this program, and one sits in front of and he talks a lot, and someone else is just, full of energy, and her personality comes out. You just have to be your genuine you. I'm creative. I have a creative background, so I add a little bit to my videos. But really they could be just recording yourself and putting some text on there. You don't have to get so caught up in that. And I like to say, I started messy, but I started.
yeah.
Who cares if it's messy? I've already messed up 2 of my videos that I posted on TikTok, and I was like, oh, but you start messy, and you just do it.
Yeah. I was going to mention what you said. So that's one of the things we learn inside the program. People, you don't have to be like somebody else. This is not an influencer game. This is
No.
you be yourself, and your people will find you. You can
Mm.
be old, young, fat, skinny, beautiful, ugly. It doesn't matter. Like, your people are out there. Your people are out there. And so they teach you how to attract that customer. You don't have to go bug friends and family. You don't have to DM people. And that's what I love about it. I made a sale yesterday. I looked at her name. I expected it to be somebody that I have been, some people will reach out and ask me questions. So I expected it to be one of those people. I went and looked. I had never talked to this lady. I don't know where she came from, how she found me. She was a total stranger on the internet that paid me $900 to learn this. So there are people out there looking for this training, looking for this information. And I'm just really excited about the future for our kids. I keep going back to that. Like this whole 9 to 5. I mean, I know that some people are cut out for 9 to 5, and that's we all need the 9 to 5ers. Don't get me wrong, right? We do. But the
But they're
opportunity,
but they're far and few between now. The people are losing their jobs. There's not 9 to 5 jobs right now.
that's true. That's true. I heard a huge Amazon layoff today.
Yeah.
So I want to answer Jessica. She said, is it 900 plus 39? So there are 4 options. There's a 900, 600, 300, 100. And the difference in those is just there's more training with each level. The 900 for me, what I decided was if I'm going to I'm going to be doing the same amount of work, no matter which one I get, I'd rather make the most money because I don't have to make as many sales. You see what I'm saying? And then yes, there's a $39 website fee. Those are both one-time fees. And then one sale, you're in profit mode. There's a payment plan. I would never have done it. I don't think, oh, I didn't have 900 to shell out. I literally had $300 in my savings account when we found it. Of all the people that should not have been spending money, it was me, but I'm thankful that I did. And then she asked, what happens if you miss a week of work? It happens a lot. So the business is automated, which means there's a girl in our community who says, I have all these tiny little salespeople working for me behind the scenes. That's kind of how an automated business is. So they're going to give you a system that people sign up with their email. And because they're signing up with their email, they're going to start getting, the email automations are already written for you. So they're going to start getting emails from you. You're going to personalize them. And so even if you have to miss a day or even a week, I hear people talk about going on vacation and still making $6,000 that week. So it's a business that runs for you in the background all the time. So yeah, you can miss work and still make money. That's the short answer.
I was going to just add, if I could, Kelly, and correct me if I'm not saying it correctly, but to the automation of the emails, Kelly knows it took me a long time to make the decision, but I was continuing to get those emails, and I'd be like reading them, like, okay, and it just really helped me to kind of think it through. So the automation is fantastic. But with the cost of it, the way that you explained it to me, so 100, 300, 600, 900, if I purchased the $100 program, the basic one, and then I'm doing the automation and everything, and then I have a new customer and they buy the $900, I only make $100.
They can't even buy from you. If you don't have, they can only buy from you what you have.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, they would have, if they heard about the higher products, they would have to go somewhere else to get it.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you for that clarification.
Resale rights for the one that you have plus any below that one.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You can upgrade though, right, Kelly?
And yes,
can you?
You
can?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You can go in at a lower cost, and almost everybody does, because once you're in the program, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I mean, I'm just telling you, I haven't technically done statistics, but off the top of my head, I would say 8 out of 10 purchases have been the $900. I will occasionally sell a 100, done some 600, but more than not, the 900 is by far my most popular one. So because like I said, you're doing the same amount of work. Looking to see if there are any more questions. Does anybody else have questions?
I just want to say, where can you buy a business for $900?
Exactly.
I don't even, I mean, I think it's unheard of. Like, I don't even know. I don't think that exists.
Well, and that's what, like when I get on the Facebook groups and I advertise, and you have every now and then somebody jumps on there and says, oh, but you're charging $900 for, I say the same thing. I'm like, can you show me another business that you can invest just $900? Not to mention the live coaching, not to mention the training and all the other multiple streams of income that it's a no-brainer once you're in, right? Yep.
Plus the value, the other value, the training, the community, there's just so much. And I haven't even touched and have done this much. There's so much information.
Yeah.
I was on a training today. I was on a training today with Michelle, and she was talking about another affiliate way to, earn another stream of income. And oh my goodness, everyone was so pumped. It just it was made so much sense. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah. I know that's how I felt watching that one before the live. I'm like, why am I not doing it? Why don't I have an affiliate link to System IO in my automations? And so Michelle has a private group too. I think it's $97 a month, and I have not joined it. I'm not a part of it. But now that I think about it, if I join that group and I put that link in my email automations, then there are a lot of people who may not right away buy the legacy builders, but be interested in that group because it's a lot easier to pay 97 than 900 for people. And so once they get in her group, then of course they're going to see more about Legacy Builder and probably end up coming back to me to purchase. So I got to get on that. Several things, but that's just a one time. So that's not an extra thing I have to do. That's a one time, create an email, stick it in my campaign, and then it's done. And that's working for me all the time in the background. So I love digital. I love passive income. And again, it's been my dream all these years to have passive income. So having this business where it's done for me already, but now I'm learning how to even make it bigger has been it's been wild. All right, let me see any more questions. Yeah, Jessica, I agree with you. 900 is a great deal for a marketing course. If you went to college to try to get the same training, what would it cost?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
A lot. And you wouldn't get a business.
Well, even a
Or a
Starbucks or anywhere, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to say McDonald's, but like they use that as an example, but I mean, gosh, I mean, you just couldn't even touch it. And this is just the bomb. I mean, this is amazing.
Right. Shanna, I'm reading your message. We'll talk more about this. You're making videos about things. So, is Shanna still in here? Yeah. She says, I understand much better now. I'm thinking about jobs for my girls. Yes, we'll talk more. You're making videos about things that interest you. So, there are options with this program. They teach you how to, yes, create content. You can take your own interest and passions and monetize them. So yes, you're going to learn that in the program. If you want to, whatever platform you want to be on, you're going to learn how to promote your products on that platform. So whatever interest they have, they would be able to learn from this program how to start promoting it, how to create a community, how to create email automations around their business. So Becky says, Miss Allah, is this an MLM type of business? No, this is not an MLM. MLMs require you to sign people up under you and you make money from their sales and they make money from sales. You're purchasing resale rights to a digital product. And then, so it's kind of like, Becky, are you familiar with affiliate marketing? Where there's this product or service that you love and you recommend it, you become an affiliate and you recommend it and you make a percentage. It's a little like that. It's just that with this, you're purchasing it up front. So when you recommend and make a sale, you get 100% of the profit. Does that make sense? And be sure and go back. If you missed the beginning, what we talk about is the actual business that you're promoting or the program that you're promoting is a full-scale education on social media marketing, business fundamentals, how to monetize your interest in gifts, how to create your own digital products. There's a ton of things that they teach you, but because you also get resale rights, it's kind of like an earn and learn as you go, if that makes sense.
All right, can I add one more thing, Kelly? Sorry.
Yeah.
So I just want to, because when I first learned about the program and Kelly was saying it was 100% profit, I was like, how is that? Like, you just don't even, I didn't understand the resale rights, but being in direct sales, which, I've loved what I have done and I still do it. And I love the products, but I compare that to this, that's 14 to 30% commissions and a lot of hustling and 100% commission with it running in the background.
Yeah.
There's no comparison,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
You only have to have a few sales to make what you were making, compared to what you were, if you're making a 14% profit.
Yeah.
I think it's like 100, little over 100 sales to become a six-figure earner, I think is right. So in a
Mm.
$5 billion landscape, that's not hard to do. It's not hard to
Yeah.
do once you get it. Once it clicks, it clicks. Yeah. Okay, are there any other questions in the community here? Appreciate you guys coming on. We had 13 at one point, so that's a good show. Jessica is excited. This is funny. After I joined and once I was in, I was like, oh, this is so much better than I thought it was going to be. I had trouble sleeping in the beginning. Did any of you? I was so excited to have found it. So, and really, I'm excited. Like I had a lady on TikTok today. She said because my channel is largely about homeschooling, but then I also add in my, homeschooling moms. Obviously, you're usually a one-income family. And so it's a good fit for that. And so this lady said, I really want to homeschool, but I can't afford to quit my job. And I just, my passion is to give hope to
Mhm.
people who either want to do that or were like us and just so tired of a flat tire was a disaster for us, or, any kind of little financial hiccup because we didn't have a savings account. We just didn't have enough income. So
Mhm.
it has been a dream for me to find. And I think that, like I said before, the difference is I knew this was possible, but I didn't have the hand holding. I didn't have the laser focused, do this, do this, do this. And I think
Mhm.
that was the difference because there's a lot of noise out there. And there are a lot of other ways to make money online. I mean, but you've got to until you find a coach or a mentor or step by step, you're going to just kind of be overwhelmed and floundering. At least that was my Dory experience. All right. Anybody else? Natalia, it's good to see you on here. All right. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but you're welcome to, if you had questions or if you think of something later that you didn't think of and you want to email me, I'm happy to answer. And I appreciate the three of you gals in our community stopping in.
Yeah.
I just want to encourage everybody to absolutely know that are not in it. This is the whole package. It's a whole package. It's everything you need.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah.
And the other thing I'd like to say too before signing off is someone mentioned about doing this with a lot of children. And I am a caregiver and full time nanny. I have three nieces and a nephew, and one niece has Down syndrome. And I'm creating content. If you go to my YouTube channel and TikTok, I'm doing it on the floor with the kids, out
Yep.
strolling. I do this, and this is probably the only thing that I can do in this season of my life right now because I'm so busy. And it fits into the nooks and crannies of my life and my schedule because I can't be on call for anybody else. So if you have kids, you can do this just throughout your day with your daily life. And, like Kelly said, you don't have mailers or inventories. You're not selling an actual product, which is a huge
Mhm.
blessing too. It's all online. It's all out there. And you're just bringing awareness to this to other people.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mhm.
I'm glad you made it. Jen asked, does it include CRM? Remind me what CRM is.
The schedule. It's a scheduling. I forget what CRM. Whoever asked it probably should say, right?
Oh, customer relation management.
I don't think you
Um,
need,
No, it doesn't include that.
I
okay.
mean, your community is, you don't really need.
Yeah, we have access to have our questions answered. We have access to a live training once a week to get your questions answered. You can ask in the community. Honestly, oh, I mentioned a funnel. So the sales funnel that we get is when you have a free lead magnet, you have a free capture page. That's where people put their email in if they're interested in learning more about what you have. And once they put their email in, that puts them in an email automation, which is called a sales funnel. So the email then nurtures and educates them more about the business until they come to the place where they make a decision, yes, this is for me, or no, it's not for me. So that's what I meant by the sales funnel. Does that make sense?
I think we just
Okay.
learned something because
Oh, she's telling us
yeah,
customer. Okay.
I did. Yeah, we
I've
just learned
never
something
heard it
because I didn't
referred
know
to
what it
that,
was.
but okay, cool. Yeah. So, and that's the sales funnel is what does the heavy lifting for you. Your job is to create engaging content that gets people interested enough to put their email in. Once the email is in, your little salesperson, sales funnel is working for you in the background. And that, oh, one more thing. Michelle, our coach, does a live about once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. She gives us the emails to invite our leads to that live. It's literally copy and paste. Hey, my coach is doing a live. She's got the email. It's very, inviting. And they come into that live. You don't even have to be there. And then she tells more about the program. She lets other people, what do they call it? Well, other people that are in the program tell their story, and it's very compelling. So I almost always make a sale after those lives that I don't even have to be a part of. It literally takes me 5 minutes to copy and paste an email about it, invite my leads, done. So the marketing tools that we have, the lives, we can use wins out of the community, the ones I showed you earlier, the people talking about, their experience. You can use those in your content. So lots of different ways we can share it. So any other questions? Last call for questions. Hey boys, my boys just got home from football practice. You don't have to tiptoe. Football practice is about over. We had 5 kids in 4 different sports teams this year, and I'm worn out. Oh, you're welcome, Becky.
Yeah,
You're
Kelly, I
welcome.
was this is Natalia. I was trying to mute myself.
Hey,
But it's good to be on here. It's really good to be on here. And you resonated with me so much because I'm a homeschool mom myself. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, making money online, homeschooling. Oh yeah, this has
sign me
to.
up.
Yes, yes. So that really brought me there. And I'm just like, well, let me just make sure nothing is spammy here though, because it sounds really good. But like I was able to trust it because homeschool mom, just like me. So like that relatableness, I felt
Mm-hmm.
really helped me. It really helped me. And also my son, he's 12, so he's very interested into what mommy is doing. So like I'm
Oh yeah,
trying to, yeah, so he's trying to look to see what I'm doing. Mom, you're making money online. I'm trying to, so let's see what happens. So yeah, it's a whole fun process just for my family as a whole. So I can't wait to see what it holds for us.
I love that. Did you find me on TikTok or do you know?
It was on Facebook. So I was a part of some of the homeschool Facebook groups that I
Yeah.
saw you post on. So I'm like,
Okay.
I've seen you post before, but I'm like, I don't know. So I saw you post again in one of the homeschool groups that I'm in. I'm like, huh, she's here again. Like, let me see what this is about. And you would have the link with the your link with the make passive cash. I'm like, let me click on and see what that's about. So yeah,
Yeah.
I found you through that.
Okay.
On
See,
Facebook.
and that's how it works. Attraction marketing is what they call it.
Yep,
Um, I love that. I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
no problem.
Yeah. Well, if anybody else has a question, we can answer and then I'll let y'all get about your night. But yeah, I just wanted to, I should have said it in the beginning. I wanted to offer you clarity to be able to answer the question. Yes, I think this would be a right fit for me, or no, I don't think this is the right fit for me. So did I answer, did we cover that? I hope that it was clear. I hope that you have clarity that you can kind of gauge whether you think this is a good fit for you. But If not, if you still have questions, I'm happy to answer them. So either email me or just, as you think of them. But thank you to everybody who attended, the customers that attended and gave their 2 cents. I really appreciate that too.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I'm going to end this here. So if you have questions still, email me and I'll be happy to answer. And you guys have a great night.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.